What's good, dollar sign grind fam? It's your boy Shaq with a dollar sign tapping in. Welcome to Backtesting Diary entry number 3. And we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna do something a little bit different this time, if you don't mind. We're gonna get into some psychology. Normally, what we do is we get right into the charts. I show you guys some setups I take, some of the rules, some of the reasoning, a little bit of the method to the madness. This time I really feel like I want to stress the importance of psychology. I feel like out of everything, every beginner should start, in my opinion, from a psychological base or a psychological standpoint. Obviously, there's going to be things you're going to learn about yourself as you continue your journey, but I feel like in the beginning, traders need to stress that, listen, if you're psychologically not in tune with yourself, I promise you there's going to be losses and even wins, trades that are going to really test you. And I'm telling you from a first person standpoint, personally, there's days, even recently, where my psychology was tested and has been tested. Obviously, with what's going on in the markets, sometimes it's a little bit harder from a probability standpoint, especially with Trump and I guess certain world circumstances. It makes trading a little bit more difficult to react to. So there's times where, let's say for 3 out of the 4 months, 5 months that just recently passed, setups that I've been winning on a consistent basis, literally in the last, let's say, month to a couple weeks, have not been winning. Literally, price will approach stop loss, price will approach take profit and then go straight to stop loss. Obviously, that happens, but like I said, imagine that happening on a consistent basis, and this is where the psychological aspect of trading really comes into motion, right? I would love to tell you as a trader that I'm not a human being and I don't fall to these emotions. That would be lying. I'm gonna be straightforward. That would be lying. At the end of the day, there's no trader that's 100% perfect, and that's the reality. Some setups that you're gonna be taking that you have won, let's say 10 times out of 12. Next month or next year, those same setups could be 5 out of the 12. And if you're not seasoned, if you don't go through and accept the fact that that is a reality that could happen, this is where the problems come with your psychology. Like I said, for me personally, there was a month where like every setup I was taking was losing, and even that tested my psychology. And I'm not gonna say that I am the best trader. I aim to be, and I strive to be, obviously, with respect to all the traders that are obviously on their journey. I guess nobody strives, or anybody who's taking this type of path don't strive to be second best. You know what I mean? So obviously I strive to be, but at the same time, I'm human. And I would be lying to you if I said that some of these losses, especially in the last little bit, with everything going on life-wise, weren't kind of eating away at my psychology. That's another thing. When it comes to trading, your life circumstances or what's currently going on around you really do play a key role and factor in how you react and view opportunities in the markets. Even losses, like let's just say everything going to crap around you, right? And then you jump on the charts and then you end up taking 4 to 5 losses back to back, right? This is where the seasoning comes in. And of course, like a lot of sayings are said, especially with iron, right? Iron needs to go through the hottest of temperatures in order to finally be formed into that weapon. You know what I mean? So yeah, in a sense, this is the seasoning aspect of it. But while going through that fire, sometimes it seems like you're going to be going through it forever. And that is where you have to really know and ask yourself, is trading for you? That's the truth. This is where real traders are actually made or broken. This is where a lot of people tend to decide, you know what, I'm done with it. When trading sometimes beats you down to that corner, that last little strength, you have to really dig deep and say to yourself, it's either this is going to work or I'm going to die trying. And you have to mean that in all aspects of your life. You know what I mean? This can't be a thing where you're like, oh, it's working now, great, and now when it's not working, I'm done. You have to really tell yourself, no, this has to be it. No matter what happens, I'm going to push and I'm going to work through it, because ultimately it is you versus you. And if there's something stopping you, if you take that second, that moment to really dive deep and accept the fact that it is you, you'll really find out what that problem is. That's why I really say, when it comes to trading, there's no other, I guess, endeavor that I've done that really forces you to expand and grow within yourself, because certain traits that you have will not correlate well into the markets. I promise you. Certain experiences you've had when it comes to family, when it comes to pains, when it comes to past traumas, they do not correlate well with the markets. And that's just the truth. You have to really take the time to unpack these things. Recently for me, when it comes to this trading, and especially when it comes to the current market conditions, what I've been doing is, as opposed to going to the gym listening to music, I go to the gym now and I go musicless, and I really take the time to start to unpack some of the things that could be holding me back. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it is me versus me, and when it's you in your respective journey, it's you versus you, and that is the truth, right? I really want to stress the fact that psychology is the make or break when it comes to trading. Like, and it's not just like, there's so much levels to psychology that if we don't stress as traders who are not necessarily at the end of our journeys, because I feel like no one ever is at the end of their journeys, but the traders that are more deep into their journeys should stress the fact that, listen, before you look at the charts, or before you think to yourself, oh, I'm gonna make $1 million and this is gonna change my life, you need to first accept the fact that chances are this is going to first expose things about you that you either decide to fix or you decide to be complacent with, and i.e. stop your growth. And that's the truth, right? This psychology thing, when it comes to revenge trading, there's so much levels to it. Revenge trading, just not taking trades, fear, greed. Like, these are, think of it like a layer cake, right? These are all layers, and there's gonna be something or some sort of personality trait in each level that you're gonna have to be in order to ascend to the next level of psychology. And that's the truth, right? Sometimes you might pass the level of greed, the level of fear, the level of FOMO, and get to that part of, now you have to deal with losing an account. That's a level. You're gonna have to deal with having serious drawdown. That's another level. You're gonna have to deal with showing up every single day, even though the market is kicking your ass, knowing that your strategy works, but right now the strategy may not be working. You have to accept that. Show up. You know what I mean? That's another level. These are things that it's either you're going to persevere or you're going to allow it to hinder you. And that is from my own personal journey where I am currently, right? Like I said, analysis wise, I can analyze the market, sure. I understand my setups, I understand my rules. I'm very disciplined when it comes to accepting my loss and not over trading. This is things that I wasn't last year, but at the same time now dealing with the hurdles of, okay, not letting real world issues dictate or affect my ability to analyze, my ability to be patient. That's another thing, right? At the end of the day, you can have the best setup lined up, every single box is ticked, but if you're not patient enough to actually take that setup, that's another level, right? So that's the truth, man. Like, at the end of the day, as much as me showing you guys how I take my setups and why I take my setups, the true golden nugget out of all of this will always be psychology. Because no matter what you trade, if your psychology, no matter what or how you trade, if your psychology isn't in tune and aligned, it's going to be a matter of time before things start to unravel in a way you don't want them to. That is the cold, hard truth when it comes to trading. And that's why a lot of people say trading is fake, or a lot of people say trading isn't for me. It's not the fact that trading isn't for them, it's being faced with the version of yourself that trading tends to expose. That's the scary part. Are you gonna overcome that person? Are you willing to overcome that person? Or would you rather live your life accepting that person, right? Because I promise you, with trading, you can, in a sense, you have to accept who you are to first grow and learn. But that person that is holding you back, I promise you, you're gonna have to learn to let go of some of those traits, and that's the truth, you know. I really wish that I could have, especially with this this video or this entry, I could have been a little bit more on the lighter side, but I feel like I really want to show the true aspects of what it takes to do this, and what it takes to hopefully get yourself to a point where this is the only income you need to rely on. This freedom honestly costs, and that's the truth. It costs a lot. Are you willing to invest? Are you willing to go through the trials and tribulations, the wars that you're gonna have to do by yourself in order for you to go to that next level? And if you are, trading is for you, and it will work. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, because the rules are all the same, no matter what you trade, trend line. Like, when you look at it when you get to a point and you can see it from that perspective, you start to realize that we're all, in a sense, trading the same things. We just call it something different, or view it as something different. But in reality, it's all based on structure, right? Those are the rules. The rules are the rules. And you start to see that, yeah, it's not about the rules or what you trade or how you trade. It's about if every trader that is and has achieved what we're all trying to achieve, if you pay attention, you see their psychology, it's so sound. It's not something that they wake up and put on. It's something that they live day by day by day by day, right? Be it their disciplines, be it what they choose to input into their life that allows them to, I guess, beat the version of themselves that's holding themselves back, as well as progress. Because that's what this is about, progression, right? So, hopefully I wasn't rambling on, and I really hope that this diary entry helps somebody, you know, because again, it's a little bit different. There's gonna be here and there where I might do this in the series, but I really feel like, especially for me, like, I feel like, man, this is something that I want to stress, because it's something that I'm actually going through currently, and something that I've realized and seen for myself. And I'm not saying my psychology was lack, but I'm just saying that when you think that you have everything figured out is when that next level, and you're like, oh crap, so that's where it goes. You're always evolving, and as long as you accept that fact, and then you strive at beating the things that are stopping you from evolving, you're in the right place and you're on the right path. Anything against that, I promise you, this journey won't be for you. You have to be willing to beat yourself. That's the truth, and a lot of people aren't. I promise you, a lot of people aren't, because there's a level of uncomfortability that comes with beating yourself. And when I don't mean physically, I don't mean anything like that. I mean actually sitting down with yourself and seeing yourself, the problems, the flaws, the scars, the things that you hold in yourself that you need to figure out how to overcome. You know? Hopefully it's not too deep, and hopefully this, again, helps somebody. I know it's gonna help me for the days where I need to come back and look at this. So that's what I want this to be about. Yeah, I do want to show you guys how to do what I do and how to view the markets, in a sense, how I view it. But at the same time, I am actually documenting what I am currently going through too, you know? So hopefully this level of transparency hits somebody and they see what it really is. But it's your boy Shaq with a $. As always, we finna head out. I appreciate y'all for showing up. More love, more life, and more prosperity for you. And again, no matter where you are in your journey, may you understand that this is your journey and your journey alone. Don't look at any other traders or anybody else in your life and try to, I guess, compare yourselves. You want to keep on your path and keep steadfast. Much love, peace.